Hello, YouTube. It is June, right off the back of May, the 20th anniversary, where we got all sorts of updates. Kinda. It was a very busy month, I'll tell you that. We had a lot of fun during campaign. A lot of good, surprising future content was announced, and I don't quite know what they've set up for the June patch yet, so we're going to take a look at that later in this video. And of course, we're looking forward to July when we know we're getting MP+2, but there's still some other cool stuff in store for us here in June. Login update looks nice, some other small events, and let's just dive into it. So first thing we're going to look at is the Cosmetic event that comes up every now and again, and this one's going to be starting on June 16th, going till July 10th, and for limited time only, defeat the Lemuria region notorious monsters representing the 7 virtues, and they might just drop an Aern weapon. These are the different jailers in C, and they all drop cosmetic versions of their respective weapons. This is cool. I always miss it, and honestly, there's a few times where I think some of these weapons would look cool in different lock styles, so I'm going to try to do this one this time and pick up at least a handful of these items. I don't really remember the pops too much for how to like pop these mobs and get these things, so it'll take a little bit of research for me, but overall I've been told it's not too bad. But definitely check that out if you want these cosmetics and don't miss it. Next up, we have the login campaign with potentially the most adorable blue, well, the only blue Pirogo coat. The Pirogo cassock, that's great. I'm definitely going to pick that up on Fruit Cup at the very least. Maybe Cashew as well for the memes. So this is your login campaign for June. Let's take a look at the rest of it. Pretty standard 10-point item rewards. Then your 100 points. Oh, interesting. These are the pop items, I believe, for the C mobs. So with your login points, you can buy the pop items to get the cosmetics. Pretty straightforward, actually. Yeah, that's awesome. A couple of other cosmetics that don't come around terribly often: the Worm Mask, the Worm Feelers, Leafkin Cap. Not terribly common, so definitely take a look at those if you're into cosmetics. Also, in the 300 point items, the Rem's Tails in the 300 point is nice. 1 through 5s especially. I know I actually had to use these last month. I needed some Rem's Tails and didn't feel like going out and farming them, and tossed a couple of points towards this. Right now, you should be thinking about upgrading your Empyrean to at least a +1 stage in preparation for the Empyrean +2 that we're going to be getting soon. So you'll probably end up needing extra Rem's Tails if you don't have them. Here they are. In addition to that, there's a bunch of mounts for sale. Great. Of course, 500 points is the Pirogo cassock. Moving on, 750. The rest of your Rem's Tails, great. Especially if you're short like 1. That's where this is really handy, because obviously you only get a limited number of login points every month. But if you're like short like 1 of the Rem's Tails you need especially, it's great to just have the option, just pick them up. Do not spend your login points on the Beetle Blood, Phoenix Feather, Damascene Cloth. These are all necessary for upgrading different artifact, relic, and Empyrean things, but they're very cheap on the auction house, something like 50k each. Sometimes they spike a little higher than that, but not worth the 750 points. Neither is Etched Memory. Go into Vagary and farm a few, or just buy them off somebody. Don't waste your points on these. Lastly, 1,000 points. Same stuff. Some rings, patio plans, 1,500. Yeah, standard. Okay, so login's looking pretty good this month. Very helpful, especially as we see one of the campaigns that's coming up in regards to upgrading your Empyrean gear. So, on to the next event. We have the Sunshine Seeker. It's a special event that further delves into some of the characters introduced in the quest. Don the guise of a Mandragora and complete the task posed to you to receive special equipment, including this year's all-new Lycopodium Mallet. Ooh. And an alter ego of the eponymous Mandragora. Wait, this is not new. I mean, I guess it is new. It was new with the Mandragora minigame that came out for the May celebration. But I guess they're allowing you to get it from this event as well, I guess, so it doesn't kind of like fade into obscurity, you know, being only available in one event that they maybe bring back once a year or whatever they decide to do with that Mandragora minigame. So, I believe this is in town. You run around collecting these shards. Oh man, I totally forgot about this minigame. This one can be frustrating. Yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested in the cosmetic rewards. I forget what, there's like some other type of reward. Maybe you get like silver vouchers or something. But this will be in towns and is kind of fun to try. It might be frustrating for you as well. But yeah, cosmetic rewards are available to you. Now we move on to the actual campaigns. So kind of late this month. Obviously last month was very full. And I honestly spent most of my time doing campaign things. This month I don't think that'll be quite the same. We have beginning June 11th to June 30th, increased seal and crest drop rate. Of course, you can drop up to 6 seals from one mob. Those are your kindred seals, beastman seals, etc. And of course, the reason they have the increased drop rate campaign is because they have the additional seal battlefield spoils campaign. So these are your Phobos, Deimos, Zelos, and Bia orbs. We're going to give this one the best in show currently because seal coupons are used for skipping the farming, where you have to farm seals for to upgrade your Empyrean gear. And I mention this every time it comes up as a monthly campaign, but especially now, we know we're getting Empyrean +2. They told us in July, and I'm going to hold to that. You're going to want your +1s done. There's a lot of prerequisites. There's a lot of like various items you have to get, and instead of beating your head against Abyssia mobs to get the seals to upgrade, you know, say you Black Mage body, you need, you know, 10 seals or whatever it is for that body, and like procking the mobs that drop them and stuff. You just come in here, you get these vouchers from this content, you trade the vouchers, it gives you all the seals you need to upgrade a single piece of armor per voucher. So I recommend the Predator fight, Jurassic Park at Bearclaw Pinnacle. Go in as like a blue mage or anything that can cleave and just take them all out at once. Do not miss getting some eye seals if you don't have any, and take this month. You've got your login points for your Rem's Tails to help you along with that. You've got the eye seal. Get out there and get your MP that you want for the jobs you play upgraded to +1. Or just stock up mats, and then when you know which +2s you're looking for, you'll at least have mats to go and upgrade those things when they come out. Next up, we have Delve Campaign Plus. Actually, I love this one. And this one is a Gil Maker. So, Delve, you go in and you get double the amount of Neoplasm. You get, I think it's like 200k, it's like 230k for a run. With 300,000 Plasm, you can buy like what is the list of items here actually? These items: Bistavian Stinger, Gabranth Horn, Rockfin Fin, Ignorant Bowl. So these things are all buyable with 300,000 Neoplasm. So you go in with some people, you farm a couple 100,000 Plasm every run. After about 3 or 4 runs, you've got enough for, you know, 1 million gil plus worth of items or stuff that you need for reforging pieces of gear. Very good campaign. Especially if you're like a person who like multi-boxes too, right? And if you do, you already know. Cool. So Delve Campaign Plus, big win for me. Next, Surge Walk campaign. Oh, we have a lot of money makers this month, and I didn't realize it. Another Gil Maker, Surge Walk. All Walk of Echoes content will become Surge Walks for the duration of the campaign. I personally got 2 Enchanter's Earrings +1 to drop with pretty limited effort last month when this campaign was on for about a week. So, listen, I'm not trying to say like get out there and saturate that market, but if you haven't tried this, it could be very valuable with a little bit of luck. Between Enchanter's Earring +1, Wind Buffet Belt +1, Pixie Hairpin +1, Flume Belt +1. I think those are the 4 items that are generally farmed from the Surge Walk of Echoes campaign, and I would check the wiki to figure out which one of those walks you want to be doing. And I'm just going to leave up the Guildmaker because we have Voidwatch campaign. Cool. Voidwatch, of course, you basically can use up those extra Void Stones that you've been stocking up since the year 2010 and try to farm yourself some heavy metal plates, some Rift Cinders. Again, this is the type of thing where if you check the wiki to figure out what rewards you're targeting, just know that you can save yourself a lot of hassle building lights, etc. During this Voidwatch campaign and get out there and spend those extra stones. If you got a few thousand extra stones, get together with some other people, do some farming, you'll make plenty of gil doing Voidwatch. So that's that. HTBF. Also another gil maker. Holy cow. HTBFs drop personal drops, and it's increased by 1. You either get a Pluton case box, Beitetsu case box, Riftborn Boulder case and box. Yeah. I mean, if those items are appealing to you, get out there, adventurer. It's fun though, seriously. So you can even do this with other people because they're personal rewards. So any of these HTBFs will drop those personal rewards that you can make gil off of this. Cool. All right. Moving on to something that is decidedly not a gil maker is the Abjuration Dial campaign. I have expressed my dislike for the key campaigns. There's 3 of them, and I have degrees of aggravation with them. And on the far end is this campaign, the Abjuration Dial. This puts these keys in your inventory. It gives you, when you trade the key to the Gabi, it gives you an abjuration from all the games past and the abjurations that are currently useful. And there's you can't like trade them in towards like an abjuration you're looking for. So just do DI for like 2 days and get enough points to buy a specific abjuration you're looking for. You could go a whole campaign of 30 keys and not even see an abjuration from a set you're looking for. Say you're looking for the Mage Abjuration set that's current. Again, you could spend all 30 keys and not see a single one out of those 5 the entire campaign. And then you're just like trading a key, you're waiting through dialogue, you're menuing, you're getting an abjuration from 10 years ago that literally is not used. And then you have to then click and throw it away. Like the amount of like clicking and menuing you have to do for each key, absolutely not worth it. So that's on the far end of the aggravation scale for me. In the middle is the Adeline Dial, which can actually give you like +1 and +2 stones that are useful for augmentation. And like, I just don't feel like dealing with all of it just to get like maybe 100k worth of stones over the course of, a week. And then, SP key is fine because SP key can, be very beneficial, but most of the time it's not. So, those are the 3 campaigns, and this one is the worst of the 3. Dynamis Granules of Time, old school Dynamis. If you want to go in, you're trying to farm, some people go in there to farm currency. I only really go in there to farm base relic pieces, and just basically you walk in, you have full time. You don't have to worry about getting kicked out or killing time stats. Next up, Hyper Chocobo Digging Campaign. Choco Digging, LOL. Moving on. Macrocosmic Orb Campaign. I'm going to click this, okay? But this is a reluctant gil maker. So, Macrocosmic Orb Campaign. 20 Kindred Crests. Oh, that's right. It says it right here. 20 Kindred Crests gets you a Macrocosmic Orb. And then you go in and you fight, like, for example, in this fight, I think this is the one that I've done the most, is Antikins. And here's the reward tables for that. So, what is the name of that one? Chamber, Legion XI. So, you can get these, like, you get, like, rewards from stones, possibly heavy metal. You can get, like, MP weapon items, some Rima mats, and then the big thing that I want to point out, and the reason I put this as a gil making campaign, is you can get the Abjuration -1 pieces, but it's like a high roll. Like you could do dozens of these and not see the -1, and then you're just like, you leave with like various Rima mats and MP upgrade items for items you'll never make, and maybe you can send that stuff and store it on a mule or something. But overall, I think this is a kind of a high maintenance campaign nowadays. Like 3 years ago, this was sort of like worth the effort. It's just not so much anymore, especially as, I don't know, there's like more access to Gil. These items have kind of been fading out because of the way Odyssey has gear crept some stuff. But you can still, you know, figure out the one that's worth the most on your server. You can still target these -1 pieces. You can still get lucky and earn a big payday. I would probably just put my time on Walk of Echoes or Delve for the consistent Gil income, or Walk of Echoes if you're trying to high roll. I just think it's more worth your time than wasting with macrocosmic stuff. But your mileage may vary, so don't take that as gospel. So as for the campaigns, I think that's everything. Yep. Great. And now we move on to the June update. There we go. All right. June 10th version update. New entry has been added to TVR. Moomer, of course, and Matt. Our monthly ROEs have been swapped out, as we saw. Gardening monthly. This is me telling you to start your gardening now, so you don't forget by the time the monthly is over, okay? New designations have been added. That could be anything. Ambu has been adjusted. Oh, the damage when all three are attacking the same target has been decreased from 27. Wait, the adjustments to damage suffered by players targeting the Bigwig, Tormentor, and Astrologer have been adjusted to the given below. The damage when all three are attacking the same target has been decreased. The damage when two are attacking the same target has been decreased. Oh, from 0.9 to 2. I don't... This is actually specifics that I don't have any knowledge. I just don't know what this is. But I do remember, again, being able to get one shot consistently in this one last time it was around. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about these numbers right now. Although in instant death only when you're below 10% health, I think is going to be a boon to this fight. And oh, but they're going to get more TP gain, but they do less damage. Great. I think with gear creep, this will probably be a really easy fight compared to when it was out. I mean, it was easy when it was easy when it was out last. Easy in the sense that if you kept up shadows, you were fine. But I think we may just be able to be in like hybrid sets now. We'll see. Hallmarks and gallantry have been swapped out. Okay. Master level cap raised to 40. Great. Level adjustments abolished in the following areas: Kufim/LDM Necropolis, Shadowrain. Potentially meaning just we're going to go here for the Voracious Resurgence, which is usually what this means. And there's like a level, you know, a 124 level mob or whatever for the quest. The effects of the following abilities used by worms in Domain Invasion have been adjusted. The main... No way. The main target of Spike Flail will no longer receive damage, but instead the effects of Terror and Warp. Imagine a 1 hour terror in just getting stuck in town with a 1 hour terror. That'd be brilliant. Oh, so good. The area of effect damage of Spike Flow has been changed to a percentage of the target's max HP. If used by Miro, the player will suffer damage equal to 50 to 60% of max. If used by a worm other than Miro, the player will suffer damage equal to 25 to 30% max. So basically, you should almost never see this unless people are trying to be really griefy. Like I'm curious to see how this plays out. 100% curious. The graphics of NM's Mimus and Uritos have been adjusted, but this is interesting to me. New items have been added. A new synergy recipe has been added, of course, for the Progo Cassock since it's a new item. And the issue wherein players knocked out while under a level restriction status, placing them below level 30 would lose exemplar points. Yikes. Okay. Next up, let's see. Let's just see latest updates, new items. See if there's any items in the DATs here. We've got what looks like to be a slice of pizza on a stick. What is this, chat? Is that a maraca? It's a maraca. Okay. Anyway, YouTube, I'm Scotty Deluxe. This has been the June monthly update. Catch me live every Monday and other days. You know what? I'm gonna post like stream schedulers or something on YouTube in the future, okay? But otherwise, catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Scotty_Deluxe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.